This video demonstrates how you can apply various types of protection to a software installer built with ClickInstall for Mac. The job of the installer is to copy an application, user guide and other support files to the applications folder on a computer. By applying protection to the installer, a developer can ensure that only authorized users can run the installer. ClickInstall contains a record of information used to build the installer. That information includes the path to the source folder holding the files to be installed, the finished installer name plus various images and text. The password field provides a simple static password. Every user must enter that password to run the installer. Here is example of an installer that requires a password before the install process can begin. Some developers supply an installer on a USB dongle. By entering the dongle ID here, the installer will only run if the USB dongle is present in the computer. A dongle can be used as both the licensing device and distribution media. A dongle is built from a USB flash drive using macDongle. macDongle is a tool that runs on Mac or Windows and creates dongles that work on Mac, Windows or Linux. The dongle ID can be required to license the application itself, or it can be required by an installer built with ClickInstall running on Mac or Windows computers. Assigning a vendor key during the install process is another way to protect and license your software. A vendor key is assigned to the customer computer during the install process. For added protection, several licensing tools including App Protect, Quick License and Doc Protect can require a specific vendor key be assigned to the customer computer before the software license can be activated. By separating the assignment of the vendor key during the complex install process from the later usage of that key during the software activation process, it adds additional security to the licensing process. Click the Make New Vendor Key button to assign a unique vendor key to the installer. Now add that same key to your licensing tool. Alternatively, if a vendor key has already been assigned to your licensed application, simply paste it into the vendor key field. The same vendor key can be used for multiple installers that you build. Alternatively, each installer can assign a unique vendor key to the same computer. Software activation usually occurs after the install process. On first launch of an application, an offline or online activation dialog is presented. By licensing the application itself to a specific computer, that application cannot be copied and used on another computer. Some developers distribute templates or data files that cannot be easily protected. To add some protection to their product, computer unique activation can be applied to the installer. Set the computer-specific checkbox and a dialog is presented. For offline activation, leave the password server section empty. When the installer is launched, the customer is presented with an Enter Password dialog that displays a computer unique password number. That number is provided to the developer, entered into the password number field, and the password button displays the required password for the customer's specific computer. For an online serial number activation process, complete fields in the password server section. ClickInstall can be used with several activation servers, including the Safe Activation Service or desktop license server running on the developer website. Safe Activation makes it easy to set up an automated credit card purchase and serial number delivery process. The user can purchase, download, activate and install without human assistance.